start. First of all, my name is Salahuddin. I am a Yemeni refugee, came here about approximately 3 years ago. And as every refugee, I faced many challenges and started from zero. So my story isn't different from anyone here. And I want to keep it simple for us today. So I'm not gonna like talking about lessons from outside our life or from what I faced here. So it's like a discussion. Feel free to ask any question, and I will give you my real story and how I faced the challenges and how I could overcome them. So let's start with the first point for every refugee here. It's arriving to the UK. When you arrive to the UK or arriving to a different country, uh, it's uh, it's really a new life for you. You will have many challenges. You will start from zero, like everyone. No network, no knowledge about the country, the system, and everything. You will face like many rejections from maybe jobs, people, or other things. So my story started with the first thing. Once I arrived, I wanted to apply for a job. I find myself so I had like an experience from a different country. I lived in Turkey before I studied the bachelor degree, but once I arrived here, I lacked English language and the experience from this country. So once I applied for many jobs, I got rejected. I didn't know what is the issue. I tried many times to improve my CV, to improve myself, but without any result. After that, I started like thinking, what is the main issue for me here, and what is the key thing to start building your life, especially in different country, and if you have like a different language, so it will be harder than the one who does have the same language. So I started thinking about like learning English. So I started with the English. I had a little bit English at that time, so I said why I don't continue my education. So the key things for like continue the education was learning English. So I started applying for the organizations, and there is so many organizations. If you looking for, there is like Refugee, Breaking Berries, and so many other organizations. You can see different of them in your like city. And I start applying for that. Have I don't know. There is video is posting along with broken voice, so I will try to make it like this. Uh, so I tried to learn the English. I studied for 6 months. After that, I applied for uh, IELTS English test, and I didn't get the point that I needed, the score that I needed at that time. I tried again, and the refugee organizations, they helped me at that time. At the same time, I applied for nearly 30 university while I was studying English. So that year was really hard. I didn't have time, just like trying to study English as well as applying for scholarships for refugees. Uh, so after that long period of applying for 30 university and 30 scholarship as well, I got accepted by the University of Birmingham for a full scholarship for international relations master degree. So I started my real journey there, where I really find myself. Um, at that time, I opened my mind again and I said, let's think, what is the next point after my graduation? What I want myself to be. Am I going to face the same challenges again and applying for jobs and didn't find anything? So I started to volunteer while I was studying my degree. I volunteered with so many organizations as well as volunteering with the university themselves. I volunteered in like it was the volunteering with the student ambassadors. It was like student representatives, as well as volunteering outside the university with the communities, with Care for Cali, with the Humans for Rights, with the Yemeni community, as I am Yemeni, so I try to volunteer with them to build up my network, to know so many people, to get from their life experience and so on, as well as I applied for Launchpad. So they have program for like improving the CV and search for jobs. So I had a mentor for nearly 3 months, and I really get benefited from the coach. Uh, After a long period, I got the first offer from like a job I applied for. I got three offers, but after that long period, I got accepted by just one of them, which was the Yemeni community that I volunteered with them before, because they have seen my ability, my organization. Uh, they have seen my leadership as well, so they accepted me as they know me before. So at that time, I can say I recognize that if you do not volunteer in this country and build your network, no one will accept you unless you have a high a high skills. You are a high qualified person to accept you without knowing you before. So that really changed my mind to like applying for a job in the UK. So after that period, I started like if I want to apply for any job, I will start with searching for any volunteer opportunity with them or to know them before like applying for the job. So the career growth, as I told you before, was like at the university, volunteering, and at the same time, I applied for more than 100 job. So I was learning from the coach and trying to apply the knowledge that I learned on my CV on applying for the different jobs. So that really helped me to get accepted after after maybe 3 months. Uh, the first, the second step was graduation. So I graduated from the university. At the same time, I got the job offer, and I started. Maybe I finished on the 1st of September and started my work 7 days after. So that was really how I can say it was a struggle at the time to study, to apply for 100 job and to volunteer. But after all this suffer, you will really get the result that you need and and you fight it for. So this is was my short story, and I hope you can get benefited of it. Thank you for listening.
It's lovely to see you, all of you. Well, my name is Amanda. I'm from El Salvador. My mother tongue is Spanish. Well, I'm gonna start to tell about me. I came here to UK since 5 years ago, without English, without any English, nothing. So at the beginning, it was a really big challenge to communicate. So for me, this is one of the things that I will really encourage everyone, everyone, never give up. Never give up and keep going, keep going. So if you feel that something is really difficult, just I know I'm not gonna understand the English. It's gonna be really difficult to me. Go ahead, never give up because as much as you learn English, believe me, all the doors is gonna be open. All the doors. So this is the first advice that I can tell you. Learn practicing. Don't only stay with the English class. No, go to your home, continue practice reading, watch the movies in English, read books for kids. Beautiful. You're gonna learn a lot of vocabulary over there. So those kind of things help me to improve my English and also to gain confidence to communicate with other people, not just only with people that speak my language, because obviously to go out to our comfort zone is really hard. And it's not easy when you move forward, when you are in another country that is not your country. It's like, oh, come on, what's going on? It's nothing, everything is new. So, but I think that the new experiences, challenges, make you feel like you have the power and make you feel you great at the end of the journey. The journey is not easy. I will say it's not easy, but I think that everyone have the ability to go through. So just only try to believe more in yourself, push yourself up and say, no, I can do that. I can do this. So try to make a line or a vision of line that what is going to be the first point. So in my case, I will say, I studied in my country. I came here to UK with experience, with also my degree as well, and with the experience also in the sector that I used to that I studied. I am a tourism administrator in my country. So I have the experience in jobs and all, and related to understand how is the process to apply for jobs, CV application, interview, but obviously in my country. And when I came here, that was a really hard to me to understand how is that process here, because everything, even though here in UK or in another country, all the process when you are applying for a job, they are completely different. So when you have to ask how is that process to understand first, because you can maybe have your CV, experience, English, but when you go through that process, it's like, oh my God, what is that? I will say I apply many times in different jobs, and nothing happens. Like, why? But I didn't take the time to say, well, I need to understand that. And suddenly, when I was in that process, this beautiful organization appeared to support me and give me that confidence and give me that explanation to how to understand how apply for that kind of job and understand, like, split it out everything, because you can have your CV. Yes, you have your CV, but you in the CV, you with that CV you cannot apply for different jobs. So if you can apply, for example, in a marketing role, your CV had to be allocated for that position. But if you want to apply for construction, your CV had to be allocated for that position. But before to apply for that position, you had to go through the profile and read what they are expecting for the applicant and everything, and to understand what they need. So when I understand that, it's like, oh wow, now it makes sense. And I start to match my abilities and experience with the things that the employers are required for find someone to work with them. So in my point of view, I will say that the one of the advantages that I bring when I came here is that I had the experience before, but it doesn't mean there is no that you are not able to do it, because when I was in that process, I noticed that I had the experience in my country, but the equivalence from here was not the same. Was, oh, come on, I have this experience, but how these people is gonna know my abilities? How they gonna know everything that I have done before? Volunteer. volunteer. I volunteer in different places, charities, a church, in different places to be exposed to practice my English. As much as you practice your English, you win. I will say you gain a lot of things, experience, reference, because this is other point. In the CV, it's really important the reference and how you're gonna get your reference. You have to volunteer. It's the way that the people is gonna know you. For example, Mariana. Mariana, I say just only your name because you are here in front of me. But I say, how I gonna know Mariana? I need to give a chance to Mariana to volunteer with me and know her knowledge and know her abilities. But if you don't expose, how would you pretend that someone is gonna uh, call you for an interview or try to get involved in different opportunities in the network? How? So as much as you push yourself, again, I come back at the beginning. You have to push yourself and say, no, I can do that. Even though with the basic English, there are different volunteer opportunities that you can just only go in. Well, I encourage because after all this process, I start supporting asylum seekers and refugees at ease, as you can see my background. Uh, I encourage all of them to start volunteer in different charities like packing or organize clothes and different things because this is the easy way to start listening a lot of English, and practices and learn a lot of vocabulary. In that way, as much as you expose, you're gonna reduce the stress and scare to speak English. Okay? So when you gain that, you are ready to go for your goals, to work hard, to continue like I can do. So drawing the vision line for your plans. For example, English, first point. If you want to learn something about photo, find a training for photography. If you, I want to, for example, I want to gain a certificate for my English, finish my English level 2, 3. It's gonna be up to you. It's gonna be the plan that you're gonna start drawing. And bullet point. I think that when you have the to-do list, you start realize that you can achieve those points. It's like say, I can do that. And you start believing yourself. As much as you start believing yourself, positive attitude, and continue and keep going and never give up. Come on, guys. Here you can, your dreams can become true. Believe me. Believe me. I think that this is the things that I really, really appreciate with this beautiful organization that give me that hope. Say, Amanda, you have those abilities. We have these. You have done this. We're gonna help you to equivalent your diploma because I got I thank God and I really appreciate. I really always gonna be thankful for that. I had the my diploma in 100%. So all my equivalents is like I study tourism here is the same as I studied in my country. So all those kind of things help me to gain confidence in myself. Sometimes nobody speak about that, but when you package your life in 2 bags or 3 bags and left your country, it's hard. It's not easy. And I would say that all of you are really brave. Even I don't know your circumstance, I don't know the reasons, but just only that you are here, listen, those stories, I would say that you are brave and your future is going to be beautiful and brilliant. And I believe me, this is something that I teach my kids. The world is really big, and all of us we can write. You know, so try to believe in yourself. Don't sometimes some days you're gonna be like, oh no, I can't, I can't. It's okay. We're human. Do it, cry it, get angry. But next time, like shake your body and continue. Don't keep in the place. It's like, no, I can't, I can't. Say I can't. Because this is the way that all the doors are gonna open for you. Believe me, in different sectors. As much as you learn the language in the country that you are, prepare yourself, volunteer, try to gain trainings or experience. You're gonna get it at the end. But the tips that I will really recommend is just draw the line that the to-do list that you want to do, and and then define like, okay, this is my plan. How I gonna do my plan? So you have to need those steps, and then everything you can achieve. Believe me, everything you can achieve. And the other thing that I think that is missing, well, the challenge that people that we face is that maybe the language, maybe the confidence, maybe the lack of information to the process for to get a job, also the trainings or education is hard. But if you don't speak, or if you don't let them people know that you need help with that, how you gonna get the support? So one person told me, oof, months and years ago, say, you want to achieve something, you can say what any names. For example, finish your career, complete your English level, call the name that you want. But if you don't have idea, if you don't ask, how the people is gonna help you? How? So I really wish you all of you the best. Believe always in yourself. Be positive, and also when you don't know something, say, I don't know, but I'm ready to learn. You don't mind the age, no mind the language, no mind the culture, no mind anything. As much as you are open to learn new things, believe me, you're gonna have the job that you have dreamed maybe before, or many times ago, like, oh my god, I have this job dream, oh yes, I want that. But how you gonna achieve it? So this is the thing that I want to encourage all of you. Believe in yourself, and I really hope to see you in a short term, to see you how successful are you. Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, Amanda. You give a positive energy for to everyone. Even for me, it's like
Yeah.
I was laughing, smiling, and it's like that's the energy we want. Thank you so much. And yes, I agree with you. Just we want to challenge ourselves, and we believe in ourselves, and yeah, so all the doors will open for us. Thank you so much, Amanda, and
And
uh,
before I go, because I have to go. If you have any question, if you have something that I can support, please, more than welcome. Kotavi
Kutaiba, yeah.
Koteva have my contacts. Please feel free to contact me. I'm more than happy to support you. Now, my currently role is marketing role at Ease. So everything that I can do with you, supporting asylum seekers and refugee, I'm more than happy to help you. I'm there. Just only knock the door. Amanda's here. I'm gonna be there. So, but I have to go. I couldn't have I'm not gonna have the time just only to have a beautiful chat with all of you, but I'm here, okay?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my success stories talk. If I have to summarize my talk in one line, I would say that from showing up to being seen. My name is Urva Mahmood. I am from Pakistan. Today, I want to share how one workshop, volunteering, and community support helped me to recognize my own potential and how the same can be possible for you. Currently, I am working as a digital marketing apprentice and projects assistant. But this is not where I started. I came to the UK in 2023. When I arrived, like many refugees, I did not had a clear path. I was in the asylum process and I worked as a security officer, an entry-level job to support myself. At that time, I did not even see how this role could help me to a future career, but this role was the foundation of my current role that I'm doing right now, because the basic skills that I learned from my security job was transferable to my current job, which is digital marketing. So currently, I am working as a level 3 apprentice. But while doing security, I started doing an online course of digital marketing from an online platform which was free. And when I got my refugee status, I started apply for jobs, and then I got a job as a digital marketing assistant, which then in future converted into an apprenticeship. Um, and Right now, I am working as a public speaker and projects assistant with the Launchpad Collective. How I discovered the Launchpad Collective is quite a story. I was also getting a support from one of the company under job centers when I got my refugee status, and they knew that I was doing digital marketing, and they sent me a link to the workshop that was held by the Launchpad Collective in Brighton on social media. And they thought that this might be useful for me and for my work. So when I got the link, I was very interested in it. At that time, I did not knew that the Launchpad Collective worked for refugees, so I wasn't sure if I want to attend this or not. I almost did not attend it, but then I did. And when I got to attend the workshop, and I learned amazing things from the speaker. I also learned about the Launchpad Collective, that they work for asylum seekers and refugees. It inspired me a lot that they are doing such amazing work. So I wanted to contribute with my skills. So I filled out their volunteering form. When I had the discovery call with their team, I shared my story, my struggles, how I learned everything myself, how I availed the opportunities by myself. The team discovered the potential in me of sharing my story and speaking up for myself at that time when I was not even able to recognize it myself. So they supported me and they encouraged me to do a public speaking for their workshop that they are doing in collaboration with Sussex University. I was a part of their panel as a speaker where I shared about my experience. And from that workshop, I get recognition among other people also. And I also got a chance after that to speak for their conversation about work program, where I shared how security is the one of the best jobs to do as an entry level job, and how you can start as a security. I also got a chance to work to speak um, as an ambassador from TLC with the Refugee Employment Network. It's another charity who work for refugees. You can find the video in my LinkedIn. I share about my journey, how you can access apprenticeships, and the struggles I faced while I was accessing apprenticeships. Soon after, the Launchpad Collective offered me a role in their company as a project assistant. That's when I started to support asylum seekers and refugees. I do their welcome interviews, and then I connect them to the coordinators and the support they need. I also got a chance to do a supper club. It was a big win for me because I got a chance to host 19 people along with my sister. In that, we cooked our native food, and we had a chance to connect with more people, make more connections, and get more recognition. My message to other refugees would be to do not wait for perfect opportunities. You don't need the perfect job to start. You just need movement, entry-level jobs, volunteering workshops, and speaking opportunities. All of them counts. Your story matters, and one opportunity can change everything. My journey shows that employment journey starts the moment you arrive. If you think that you are in asylum period, that you have to wait until you get to your refugee status to start working. You don't need to think like that, because I was studying and I was working while I was an asylum seeker. Use your time and grow. Your starting point does not define your destination. I started as a security, and now I'm working in completely different field. It's all about passion and it's all about hard work. Say yes to opportunities, even small ones, and yeah. I'm very grateful to the Launchpad Collective, who offered me their support as a community, and they gave me a chance to speak for myself. I hope my story reminds you that the past does not limit your future, and I hope that it inspires you also to share your story. Thank you for listening.